altos. Right, here we go. We've got another edition of Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy here for you. I've just been having a look at this. We're going to do page 8, 9 and 10 today. Alright, 8, 9 and 10. I'm pretty much sight reading this, so you'll have to forgive me if I make mistakes, but I've been just having a quick look through, and I think really what we want to do this week is spend quite a lot of time on just the rhythm. Just the rhythm and the words. There's a couple of bits in here which I find very strange. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend quite a long time just going through the words before we get into the singing part. Actually, the notes are not going to be that hard, I think, when we get to them. They tend to centre around the same few notes that the last part did. Okay, but as I say, these words are going to... Not the words themselves, the rhythm of the words. I find it quite strange. So it's like this. I'm just going to go through. I'm going to say the words of page 8 and 9. Alright, so this is starting in page 8, bar 49, and I'm going to end on page 9 at bar 61. Alright, okay, so let's go. And it's like this. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, so we're just going to do that. We're going to do it quite many times repeated though. I just actually need myself to pay more attention in the first bar of bar 9, because actually, having done all that, I can't remember whether I shortened that bar by a beat or not. So I'll pay more attention to that next time. I'll make sure I get that right. I think I got it right, but I'll double check. So bar 49 again, please, everybody, on page 8. Here it is. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, we're going to do it exactly the same, just one more time. And then I'm going to be mean. I'm going to introduce a metronome, alright? I'll get that going actually while we're waiting. So, after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay. The other night when we did the Zoom thing, a few people, I don't think the altos actually, but a couple of people from the seconds and firsts later on were asking what we're going to do about the speed on this. Well, clearly it wants to go quicker in the end, but I'm not in a rush. I won't be in a rush to get this going at breakneck speed to start with. Okay, so I'll just get my metronome set up here. Let me just get a better sound here. Sorry about this. I did the other day. I was okay. That's better. Okay. Well, let's put this in 4/4. Okay, so I hope you can hear that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna say the words with this metronome ticking away. Let me move it a little bit closer actually to the microphone so we can hear that tick a bit better. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. 2, 3, 4. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, and again, after 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he's as busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay. I'll pause this metronome. And let's start and have a look at the notes to this then, folks. So, it's very similar really to what we've done before. And here's some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. We'll do that once more. B is strictly speaking meant to be 6 beats long there, but I'll shorten it for now. So, he is some boogie woogie again. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. I got some notes wrong on the piano. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Good. Next phrase. 2, 3, 4. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he's as busy as a buzzy bee. I find that one really strange. It seems just a bit too long, really, to fully fit with what you expect it to. That's why I find it odd. I'll do that one again. And when he plays 2, 3, 4. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he's as busy as a buzzy bee. Next phrase, please. Like this. 1, 2, 3. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. I moved too soon on the boy. I went a step up before one note before I should have done. I apologise. So, and when he plays, he makes the company jump. 2, 3. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Jolly good. So we're going to do that last phrase again, and then we're going to work backwards, adding the 3 phrases together. So, page 9, and when he plays. 1, 2. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, that B is short. I'm making it too long at the moment. We need to shorten it all together there. Okay. Now from page 8, please. Middle of, from, and when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he's as busy as a buzzy bee. And we're going to go on now. Okay, we're going to go on now to, and when he plays, he makes the company jump as well. So, that's your note. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he's as busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Same thing, please. Same place, same counting, and the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay. So next we'll go back to the top of page 8, and we'll do He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B, with a long B on that one, okay? And we'll go all the way through the 3 phrases that we've done so far today, okay? There's your note after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company. I apologise, I'll do it again. I was doing the wrong one. And again, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Jolly good. And we'll do the whole of that again, please, folks. I think it's worth just really repeating this a lot. I think it's probably fair to say I think this is harder than the previous bit, I think. So, here's some, after 4, 2, 3, 4. Here's some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he is busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in A to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, let's get going on the next part, please, folks. I'm gonna do another. Well, only gonna do to the end of page 10 today here. Okay, so that we can do more detail. So this is from Doot Doot, and it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot Doot. He blows it 8 to the bar. 1, 2, 3. He can't play a note. He's playing with it. That kind of thing. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. So actually that phrase is going to be the same as before. So that's going to make it a little bit easier for us. That's great. So from Doot Doot, he blows it, right? We're just going to say this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot Doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. 1, 2, go. He can't play a note. He's playing with him. 2, 3. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. And then we're home and dry there, aren't we? And again, please, same with the doots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot Doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. 1, 2, 3. He can't play a note. He's playing with him. Boom, like that. He makes the company jump. Okay, last time, and then we'll start and look at some notes for this. So, Doot Doot, just speaking it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot Doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. He can't play a note. He's playing with him. 1, 2, 3. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, so again, the notes I don't think are going to be as hard as the timing. You've got this. 2, 3, 4. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. Okay, same thing, please, just the same. Doot, 2, 3, 4. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. Jolly good. Next bit. 1, 2. It's like the Chattanooga Choo Choo, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. He can't play a note. He's playing with him. Same thing, please. 1, 2, 3. He can't play a note. He's playing with him. Let's carry on this time. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. So, same please, from He Can't Play a Note. 1, 2. He can't play a note. He's playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay. Every time we sing B, it's a different length. The very first one on page 8 is 6 beats long, it's huge. And then the one on page 9 is just a half beat, that's very, very small indeed. Well, actually, it's on the and, so really it's only a third of a beat, actually, because the piece says we're in 12/8, but really the piece says we're in 4/4, but we're really in 12/8 in this. So, and then the last one there on page 10 is one and a half beats, sort of. So let's go from Doot Doot again, please, altos. So this is page 9. We're going from Doot Doot, and we're going to go all the way through those 3 phrases to the end of our 10, and page 10. So after, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Doot Doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. He can't play a note. He's playing with he makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Jolly good. I'm using my computer today because it's hopefully going to be easier to upload them from there on YouTube. That's why the camera is a little bit different, and it's also why I keep looking down here. I don't always know exactly where the camera is to look at, and then I've also got a meter down here that tells me how loud the microphone is, so I keep getting distracted by that. And then I did this because the screen went blank, so I'm just wiggling the mouse to wake it back up again. So let's go from page 9 again, actually, and let's look at how the doot doots come in. So after you do Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B in the middle of page 9, you get some rests while the firsts go. I can't play it. And then you're in there. So the firsts take one turn. And then the seconds do the same thing. And then you're in with the doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. So that's going to be hard to count too. If you want to just rely on your own counting, you're going to count Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. Okay, and if you want to listen to the sopranos to get your cue from them, you're going to hear Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. Okay, let's go through that a couple of times. So let's go from Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Okay, we're going to go from there, and we're then going to do doot doot 8 to the bar. All right. So Boogie Woogie 1, 2, 3, 4. Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. Okay, just there. Same thing. I'm going to count it again. All right. I'm going to count it this time. Boogie, a 2, 3, 4. Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. Alright, this time I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to, instead of counting it, I'm going to just try my best to put the first and second soprano part in there, okay? So you can hear what the others are going to be singing in your rest, okay? Let's go. 2, 3, same place. Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Okay, same thing. I'm going to do the same bit with the soprano part on the piano there. 2, 3, 4. Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. All right. So now, altos, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go from the page 8 where we started today. All right, from page 8 and go all the way through to the end of page 10. So just those phrases that we've done today, all right? So we can get the time in there as well. So from He Is Some. A 1, 2, 3, 4. He is some Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. And when he plays Boogie Woogie Bugle, he's as busy as a buzzy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. He can't play a note, he's playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Okay, one thing a lot of people said when we did our Zoom meeting the other day is this is quite relentless. When you do each phrase on its own, you get time at the start and end, and you get to, take your time. You know, you finish a phrase and you go, okay, and we do it again. But when actually you put in it together, there's no time for that. You finish the phrase, it's bang, straight into the next one. That's one of the things that's going to make this really tricky when we speed it up. Let's go again from the same place, please, altos. So this is page 8 again, all right? Bar 49, straight the way through, and then we'll call it a day at that. So, he, 2, 3, 4. Here's some boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he's as busy as a bossy bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump in 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Doot doot, he blows it 8 to the bar. He can't play a note, he's playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. What we do get though, altos, is at page 11 we're just walking that. We're just walking page 11, so we get a nice long rest there until we get back in. And then it's relentless again to the end. We've nearly done it though, folks. We've nearly done it. We're going to have one more practice video on this to finish up the last part. I'm not sure if we're meeting on Zoom this time or not. Normal email channels for that. Look out for that. And I hope to see you soon, altos. So enjoy the practice. See ya.